hear me, Bruce?
This is the one and only PSGD, brought to you by the power of PlayStation and Share Factory, and today it's a Batman Arkham Knight lowdown vid. Strap in. Rated at MA 15+, there's no way I'd play this with my kids, they're too young. And just out of interest, it took me 1 minute and 34 seconds to load into this point from the PlayStation OS. Anyway, let's breathe in a little bit of this environment. How incredible does it look? From what I've seen so far of Batman Arkham Knight, it basically has a story mode, a bunch of side quests, and I'm going to throw the Batmobile in there too as its own little entity. It hasn't been in the previous games and they've put it into this one, and it's actually pretty good. In terms of longevity and replayability, it's pretty high. I'd definitely pay $100 for this game, and that version of the game actually comes with some good DLC which would keep you going. But one thing I did want to talk about quickly was I found myself playing this game after the kids and my wife had gone to bed, when I could sit out on the couch, turn all the lights out and create this really eerie environment. And some of the words that I came up with to describe it were really dark, dingy, cold, clearly it's raining, so it's wet and it's misty, but it's really strange how playing as Batman in this environment gives you that sense of hope. It's a little glimmer, and I found it really, really cool that it was able to do that through the way they'd put the story together. Combat, hand-to-hand combat in Batman is pretty much 50% of the game, and I always struggled with the previous versions. I've struggled with Street Fighters before as well. You've really got to get your combos down to get anything out of this game. I tell you what though, when you do actually get it right, it's just so awesome watching Batman do ballistic things on the stage. The other thing that's really cool is they've got skill trees for parts of Batman and the Batmobile, which just adds that little bit extra depth when you're fighting. I'm fighting because I'm trying to upskill or get more XP to do something to a skill, which is cool, I think. And the Batmobile. There's two modes to it, a driving mode and a combat mode. Combat mode, it feels a little bit clunky, a little bit hard at first, but when you get your head around it, it's not too bad. I really wanted to make mention of some of the relationships inside the game, and some of them are really good. And one of the examples is, I don't know why, but every time Alfred comes up and talks to Batman and he's sincerely worried, I always get kind of worried what I'm doing as Batman. And I think that's a pretty unique thing to experience in a game. You can really get drawn into this game quite easily. So, PSGD's peak, when you get this right, you're just I am Batman. And PSGD's pit, probably controls are a bit of a handful. And with that, I wanted to say thanks for coming and watching PSGD's lowdown video on Batman Arkham Knight. Thanks for your time, and check me out on Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, enjoy the PlayStation gaming.